Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV present the Digital Lectureship 2026. Tonight's speaker, Paul Opong. Opening up the book of Obadiah. Theme: Minor Books, Major Messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Join us Wednesday, August 5th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariotatv.com and don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
This is Chariot.
My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might play with him.
Fire falls from heaven. It shows, hey, wait a minute, there really is someone up there. He really does exist. And I see this fire that fell from heaven. He must be really up there like Daniel 2:28 says that he is. I know there is a God in heaven. He's the one true God.
What it was 2,000 years ago is everything that God expected for it to be until the Lord comes back again.
The most frightening of them all, hell is a place that will last for all eternity. Revelation 14 and verse 11 says, "And the smoke of their torment ascends forever and ever, and they have no rest."
We also know from reading the Bible that the soul is something that can be impacted by the truth of God's Word.
Social media for you preach come on in once your viewers 400 500 now we don't go good panel on 5,000 50,000 no it's not going to be in the
The devil never had a chance. It's tempting in every generation, I suppose, to wake up and look at the state of the world and think, oh no, he's getting us. No, he's getting his children. And friends, he's always had his children. God's people win. Faithful go to heaven.
What will your answer be?
Bible. And that's what it's saying. And it's saying,
Shaping you out. And so when you look at the flowers and the trees you have in your building, you cut them, you shape them, make sure they look so clean and nice. That is God's way of shaping you. So you listen to sermons, preachings, they are supposed to shape us.
The reason the silver that I have is so pure is because it's been passed through the refiner's fire, hasn't it? All the impurities, all the corruption, all the pollutants have been burned out of it, and that is what is left, nothing but pure silver. But notice he says not once, not twice, 7 times.
We don't understand the word of God. That if we have all the properties in this world, and the soul is not able to live in Christ, what is the problem?
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you. No question there, no doubt, no room for it's a possibility. There might be a chance. It's a 99% probability. This is a knowledge claim, and it's a knowledge claim that you can know.
See his shining face, for it all, that I might play with him, might live. I stood condemned to die, but Jesus daily took my place. He bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live. My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might live with him. He broke the bonds of sin and set the captive free. Bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live, he bore it all.
Digital Lectureship, day 5 of Digital Lectureship is live. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Let us know where you are watching us from. But you baby are here free. Na yemudi. You baby are here free. If you are watching us, let us know where you are watching us from. Let's drop a comment in the comment section and we'll be glad to read it. Baby are here free. I say some comment. We shall see everybody na every room. This is day 5 of Digital Lectureship. Day 5. I shall say day 1. No? Overview of the minor prophets. The boni na tofa. We were in so the student ka hu ni nyina ho asem ana ye de ekogu day 1 ana ye day 2 no ana ye the book of Hosea homa no ye hwemu suko idodo mu suko sua mu ade principles mu ana ye sua ho ade sa. The next day, third day, ana ye the book of Joel homa no so ye sua ya te ase ye biebie mu so won kan ya ene ye to aso. Day 4 ye the book of Amos, that is Enra Amos homa no ye na ene mekansem when say some comment bi asha see let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comment. Bafo Crampem Leroy is watching us from Ireland, Galway, Ireland. Patrick Abisi or from the only Sun City in the whole world. Well, Asante Bekwai there and yes Sun City minima we are credible. I don't know by Sun City or Asante Bekwai, but let us know you're watching that from particularly free Asante Bekwai. Ejameza say watching John the former Baptist. Hey, Ejameza, let us know you're watching us from. We'll be glad. Brother Harry Boateng say he's watching us from Boston. Minyini say Kaswa Boston Libya. But we there Minyini. Buffalo Cramping the world so say he's ready to learn as well. Okay. Yamame Hadassah the Kugati or say watching us from Cope City and Cope City the only flower city in the whole world. So Ankakra Mecca Cope City and flower city pet one Anna ja Paul Suman so say is watching us from Accra. God bless you too. Patrick also Sunyane. Okay. Intinya Santiago quiet yati. Let us know you're watching us from. I shall see a target. When you come in, just let us know where you are watching us from. You can help the program by typing in the comment section. Just type in whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. Just type in the comment section. Let us know. And one thing you can do to help us, we want to get the message out. We want people to get the message. And to get the message, there are things that we can do. One of them is that just type #DL2026. Just type it in the comment section. Whether you're watching us from Facebook, whether you're watching us from YouTube, just type #. I'll let our producer put it inside the comment section right now. Just type #DL2026 in the comment section. It will go and it will be part of the algorithms and people will start searching for #DL2026. Well, also you can also help us by typing in the comment section @highlight. Just type @highlight in the comment section. If you type @highlight, it will tag all your friends. It will notify your friends that you are live on Facebook. You are watching something interesting that you want them to know. It may but more than the type of @highlight. It should say Patrick. Abebio. Hey Patrick. Ejahamo Mr. 2026. Ejahamo with them Mr. 2026. 2026. Abebio so you will say 2023 dear 2023. Hey, Asemo. Sylvester say greetings, brethren. We are ready for Obadiah. Sylvester, let us know where you're watching us from, and please type in the comment section @highlight. Send a bear. Type @highlight in your comment section and tag friends and type #DL2026. Let us know. Let us know in the comment section. There are more hashtags coming in. Yeah, we are all coming. Yes, brethren are joining, and we want to hit today. We want to hit +50. We want to hit +50. Possibly maybe we hit 100 today. I can see yes. Boys are tagging. So let us know where you're watching us from. Today we are doing the only one chapter book in the Old Testament. The only one chapter book in the Old Testament. Only. In the Old Testament. But in the New Testament, there are 4 one chapter books in the New Testament. I review Sunday school won't call into whom they're making. I review Sunday school won't call. Who they're making 4 one chapter books in the New Testament, but the only one chapter book in the Old Testament is Obadiah. Nene Sapakenia Ubidi Jumano, why crado or ha, Ibidi Jumanenche, ene Brashadrak so I crado our back, Imamen can comment ba. Yamame Dina Adobia, a room or say good afternoon, brethren, watching you live from Bronze. A jammies and so say higher ground. Who say man for tagging for comment section for Ebeboa. Tag your mono measure. Tag your mono measure. Who say comment are coming in. Yes, let us engage in a comment section. That is helpful. Engaging in a comment section will tell Facebook that what we are watching is interesting for people to be able to. So let us engage in the comment section. Type in the comment section where the preacher is going. He says something that is interesting. Just type it in the comment section. He says a verse. Just type it in the comment section. Let's engage the comment section so that it will push the content out there for people to come and watch. So comment. That will help. And today we want, yes, but say don't console them. I'm saying watching you live from Henderson Church of Christ, NC. Yeah, the only I say more the crew mun the more. The crew mun the say the crew mun for you, but say there wa block your mo person be hunu nioma so why ye na men kai ni na yate DL 2026 ye hunu so mo target DL 2026. We are poised to start. We will start very shortly. Just give us some few minutes less so that we can get all things set up properly so that we can start. But just share the comment, share the link. You can copy the link and share it on Facebook. Copy the link and share it on WhatsApp. Just tell people to come and watch. We don't know the book of Obadiah. Nipa pina nim Obadiah homan de chere. They nim Matthew, they nim Acts, they nim Colosse homan no apamfo from krata no na bebre na nim. Ba bebre na nim the wap that denim. Inti momo de na mon tagging crop for Senebemba. There's a Jack Kwame Boachi here. He's watching us from Belgium, Antwerp. Mashet Budapest for now, Budapest for yes, it's a great job. God bless you. Let us know where you're watching us from. Bashadrak is with me here. Bashadrak. So Timinka, Mema Joe.
Yo, Major, so now I'm to say. Digital Lectureship 2026.
Yeah.
Yo, think I know you na your pon crack here.
Sound.
What a ebi ochna. You and then ochna na your pon because Friday no. Ebi na ye guy.
Iti yencha urade no mo.
Which I don't consider be trouble.
When preach your best amount.
Well, the only thing I made dream home say never be to say a bit more dream say Haggai Oba
Higa Omukani Higa into your bar
Omukani Higa it's Oba Obechum and yan no dear and no say Kemanema I was for Chariot TV ye near Jibe say Erade Ebie Quine ama mene will say bit me abane abisia de Joe. Kakra ya bono 5 days in it has been so interesting. Media I have gotten a lot. A lot. And I'm giddy say ye ahwefo ene abusuafo no obi anso enya bibi afrem anya hwe kra no obi ti say abebio obesua bibi wodum say what they abono ho safo hene enenam nkran say oye archbishop asedende Nansaya and Sound Road for man a chance man could preach 2-3 biwo said there for the tour is a youth program no and I saw a video ni pictures I say ordinary now or catch them crop or could crew in ama yo just say I'm gonna say because what he would crew in because
oh some
boy say on it and grow for a galab say who said they and who has a battery. Yeah, Baba, because for Chariot TV, your single source of truth, nene. yenche bebre said the Jonathan ekan no ye wo enema esua opanyini Paul Pon ewo ifia hanoma enche we will switch to him and then we will bring him on board. But Joe, before Obekono yenkai yen ahwefo say omo so yasena ma dwumade we etumi abaso Columbus, Ohio Church of Christ ewo ho Ghanaian congregation from Northland Church of Christ. But Joe, Northland 4 have been helping us for almost like 4 years now.
Okay.
90 yebo mo abaso ye do mo ase afi I'm here ene na yere ewo takrade ye to samba mom jo ene obi obi birthday ene obi birthday
Why birthday
ene Judith Osanlabi birthday Dr. Judith Osanlabi intino yeah man happy
yeah man I would pa
na jo yense ho kra no let's switch over and then back one I'm say maybe can doorstep clinic Dr. I'm here ewo takrade wo branches bebre ewo hono a obomoden na ofre wo mo a omo betumi aba ohwe flyer no so a ye the doorstep for a number eto ho jo obi a ope doorstep for no jo oko mame ma number no quick ansana jo me time no aso doorstep clinic omoye nema bebre ade bia jo obi etimi yare ho bia no saade no omo sutumi esa enti frɛ omo e 02 05 0547 643374 0547 643374 with my friends so 0547 224244 057 224244 na offer one Joe ombetime abuao ewo enema bre. Quickly let's switch over to minim sewone opeyi polopon be
no so
I should do it. Okay, Mate. Let's switch over to Studio 2 in MPK Osapakeni Polopon. Dame Mao Ajo.
Yeah, me by at the same.
Oh, young upon dome. Now, also want to say.
Yeah, me don't know empire me hoye.
Good. Yeah, there are the say yeah, and Obadiah is a book that me is one of my favorites, and we have a lot of people who want to know much about the ever coastal in the book of Obadiah. But before I best switch it, Nayakuti the Erade and I'm also from the book of Obadiah. No? This is Digital Lectureship 2026. I think say what about digital lecture so once?
No, twice.
Twice. Okay. So this is your third time.
Yes.
Okay, great. This is your third time. That's really nice. Per se new people abibamu nipa bebre ayehwe dwumadie no. Ye ka se Polopon, who is Polopon?
Polopon is a preacher and a minister of the North Bronx Church of Christ. I graduated from the Ghana Bible College in 1989. And in 2009, I migrated to the United States with my wife and children. When I came here, I have not put aside the work of God. The North Bronx Church hired me to be their preacher from 2015 to date. And we are going on. We are doing a lot for the Lord. You see our presence on social media. And in our own way, we have a lot of things that we are doing in the spread of the gospel and the spread of the kingdom.
Awesome. I mean, I think there are a lot of people who follow North Bronx Church of Christ. So you'll be a Otashe NBC TV. You see, say there are a lot of Bible in that discussion going on with Osapakeni Polopon. So Obi Sam say Akokra say o yere ana say uni yere na Asem we say me asem
Yeah, meet you. Yeah, me wa yire me din de Diana Adobia upon me wonkoda nine back on any water. And so he's very famous and everybody knows him.
On social media
Yeah,
okay.
I have two twin. One boy.
You have a twin.
Yeah, I have a twin.
Okay.
So if you want to know how to get a twin,
Debbie, menka. It was cool. The next one.
I have a pension baby, whom God blessed me with when I stepped foot here. He's called Seth Upon. So I have 4 kids.
4 kids, awesome. So that is Paul Upon Obusanfo. Paul Upon has been preaching the gospel since I was a kid. I mean, a lot of people keep asking me, say, is Paul Upon your father? Now, I mean, the entire more person or more tete. Now, here in the Paul Upon and the Shadrach Upon. A day may be on our person who say, yes, I am the firstborn in spiritual sense. The firstborn to me. And so what I'm winning about this. Yes.
It's true. It's true.
The radius say, God has used you all this while to do his work. Now that you say break crown, it was a 4 air train. We will switch over and so who say enemy kwame that's what now say we are ready to roll for today.
My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might live with him. He broke the bonds of sin and set the captive free. Bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live, he bore it all, that I might see his shining face. He bore it all, that I might live. I stood condemned to die, but Jesus daily took my place. He bore it all, that I might live. In his presence live.
I send greetings to all my listeners. I am so excited to be part of this year's digital lectureship. And most importantly, the book that I have been given to speak on.
Shadrach, me offer say, Jonathan, Asipa for all these years, more say when you go for 7 on digital lectures.
And I give thanks to Shadrach and Jonathan and the team of Charity TV for always bringing us this wonderful program.
Obadiah, ahomaso any dwe
Diana what lower radio or phone volume no not here on the phone I would say we say lower no and my feedback kit will be her. Yes, Obadiah is the book that I think that will be repeated all kind of because I edit it.
Obadiah ekayen se ahomaso eni dwe emfa nipa enu babia.
Obadiah reminds us that if someone is puffed up and he has no respect for others, he will go nowhere.
Nanso ahobrase eni adibuo ena edi onipa gina onyankopon anim.
Humility and respect is what will make someone stand tall in the presence of the Lord.
And woman yatu dine Obadiah no eye woman enu na etia kra e wa pam dada no.
Obadiah is the shortest book in the Old Testament.
Na ikra eye verses eduno baako.
It has 21 verses.
Ewom se nwoma no etia de nanso ekura nsemo emu duro ye nkomhye emu duro efa ahomaso atemuo onuado eni onyekopon atenetene.
It has a very short book, yet it contains massive information that has to do with humility, justice, and respect for others in the presence of the Lord.
Musuo a enam ene ahomaso enam ene onyekopon atemo ene nwoma no eye tirasem odaso.
What proudness brings is judgment from God, and that is what the book is about to display to us.
The otro nwoma no yefe no Obadiah.
The writer of the book is called Obadiah.
Otunasi as the 6th century Israelite prophet.
He lived as in around the 600 BC.
Na nidi Obadiah no echere a servant of the Lord.
His name Obadiah means a servant of the Lord.
And now say a worshipper of Yahweh.
Or a worshipper of Jehovah.
There's
a small, there's a little that people can discover about his own life. His family and where he comes from is a bit small in terms of the Bible content.
Nanso senka wohwe adifo nkaye no a yetimi hu se Jeremiah na ote odifo asmesi ohene asmesi penso na nka o kan ho asem a na wa relate ohene kro no ama odi ehunu bia Jeremiah na Isaiah ko a otena mu Obadiah unhu ohene biara oni ni relate ye.
Now when you pick all the prophet like the prophet Isaiah and Jeremiah, you will be able to see that they lived in the time of certain kind of kings of Israel or Judah, but not same for Obadiah.
Obadiah eshenkom editia omanya yefro won Edom.
Obadiah prophesied prophesied to the nation called Edom.
Edom foi onwase ene Jacob nua na yefre Esau.
The descendants of Edom are children of Esau, who was a brother to Jacob.
Na nitan ene menteme ho ase bi esori won mu a ebeye otan ne kam kese eda wontem.
And because of the conflict that arose during the time that they lived, it kind of descended through their descendants.
Na sa nitan ni mansotwe a emodin no etna ya nsampo na ya wo Obadiah.
These disagreements and conflict traveled through time, even to the time that Obadiah was not born.
The entire book is written in Hebrew poetry.
And woman watchro ewo Hebrew for anwensem kwan so.
Obadiah is the 4th book of the 12 minor prophets.
Obadiah woman eno na etoso enan ewo adifo adifo minor prophet do mienu no.
In the Hebrew canon, it belonged to the composite book called the 12.
Now Hebrew for enwoma na Obadiah yi eka enwoma na ye frɛ no edumienu no.
Obadiah is one of the 3 prophetic books whose initial audience was outside of God's people.
Now Obadiah yi ne nkrɔfo a na wɔn edi n'achie no butie no wɔn ɛyɛ nkrɔfo a na yɛ kasa wɔn na edi ɛyɛ edumienu n'akyi no.
The other 2 are Jonah and Nahum. Both were directed against the Assyrian capital Nineveh.
Na sɛ wohwɛ a wɔ abuku nketewa a yɛsa abɔdi bio te sɛ Jonah no wɔtwerɛ ɛkasa editia Ninevehfoɔ a na wɔ Assyria.
His books foretells the coming reign of Edom and the ultimate greatness of God's kingdom, that is his church.
Na ne nwoma yi no na ɛkasa ɛfa Onyankopɔn atemu a na ɛreba Any afei eye na asafo a na ye na hini a na eba bedi ehene.
Jacob became the father of Israel.
Jacob na oye Israel fue omoja.
Esau became the father of Edom.
Na Esau nso ono no beye Edom fue omoja.
Though they were brothers, conflict existed between their descendants for generations.
Nenso entokwa ekoso eda wo muntem ene wo asefo entem empe bebre.
So is the nature of conflict between persons.
Na sara nso na entokwa etie.
It can extend to generations yet unborn to also continue with the bad blood that exists between forebears.
Na etimi toaso ekowura eye awon toaso mu na de otan hunu ene ntokwa ebeto asefo emu.
There was an ancient and bitter hatred between the Israelites and the Edomites, going all the way back to the rivalry between their respective patriarchs, that is Jacob and Esau.
Na wontokwa na wo wontem no ebobo echichire totoa so a wona wontotoa so mu a ekosi mpo Jacob and Esau epenso.
You can infer this from Genesis chapter 27, 32 to 33.
Na wei ubehu ewo Genesis enwoma no etira eye aduasa enso no kro.
The descendants of Esau had settled southeast of the Dead Sea.
Na Esau asifoi no mo aba eye Dead Sea no nanafo.
From there, they had caused grief to the Israelites, both in the last days of Moses and in the days of King Saul.
Na womo tata eye Israel foi empo Mose epen no so ampo eba de besi eye ohene so epen so.
You can look this up in Numbers chapter 20, verse 15 to 22.
Na Numbers etre eye aduonu ekro no ubehunu sa ensemi ewo ho.
Now they had once again demonstrated their hostility against a nation whose ethnic identity was not so different from their own.
Na tankrofoi wabufuo no won tokwa na ode tata wonuanu yi no. Nanka sebio womo asefo ni sede wo abrabo sitie no nanka ese.
Yebetumi aye abusua baakoma na nitan abeda yentem.
We can be one family yet there will still be conflict.
Yebetumi aye asori koro na nso na nsori mienu no conflict wo yentem.
We can be one church yet two different congregations and there will be conflict among us.
Esau ni Jacob womu nyina da yefunkuro mu epie dako enso na omonka.
Esau and Jacob were twins. They were in one belly, and yet after they all came up the same day, there were conflict among them and their descendants.
Enam bibia esi ya Esau angiantum anawante ne ho asentia.
Because of what happened in their life, that Esau was not okay with it.
Obadiah prophesied that Edom would be judged.
Obadiah prophesied to the people that Edom is going to be judged
and destroyed for its pride.
Na wobese won enam wahoma so nti.
Against God and his treachery against his brother.
Na de wo yetia onyankopon ene se de wo sitata wo nuanom nti.
Herod the Great, who ruled Judea, during the time of Jesus' birth, had Edomite ancestry.
Herod the Great ya woye ohene wobra na yewu Yesu no wono wofri Edomfo yi emu.
The old treachery of Edom against Israel is here seen in Herod's attempt to kill Jesus when he was less than 2 years old.
Na otanya na Isofo Edomfo ewo etia Israelfo yi no uhunu ewo sede Herod esinya akokoduro se obekum Kristo empo obra wo ya abofra.
This prophecy likely came after the destruction of Jerusalem by Babylon in 586 BC.
Na sa wohwe sa nkom hye we a ebaamu wobra na onyankopon epe se osei eye Babylon foi.
The book preserves the divinely inspired prophecies.
Sa enwoma yi ekire onyankopon enkom hye ahodo a wonam Obadiah so ekae.
These prophecies served a twofold purpose.
Na sa enwoma yi no enema mienu na eka ho asem.
First, they were meant to warn the people of Edom.
Dedi kan ene se wobe ebo Edomfo yi koko
of their coming doom.
Na wata won atata na eba won so.
Second, they were an encouragement to the people of Judah to believe that God would punish one of their enemies for their sins against God's people.
Na onya reshemu se onyankopon ebe twe won atamfo aso enam de na oyetia wonti.
Sanso na ne etie se wo ye bibi di tia onyankopon asore onyankopon krofo onyankopon adwuma kan hu se onyankopon betwe aso.
In the same manner, if you are doing something against God's people, remember that God is going to punish you.
If the Babylonian invasions of Judah are indeed the context for Obadiah's ministry,
if the work that the Obadiah was doing was in context to the things that was going to go on with Babylon,
he was probably a contemporary of Jeremiah.
And na Obadiah na oni Jeremiah pen so efo na etie.
Scholars can only make a reasonable judgment about the date of composition.
Na osha nhwehwemufo na adesuafo ebetimi ahwehwe wobra wode won Obadiah ebre so toto Jeremiah pen so no hu brepote Obadiah tenase.
It could have been written in the period after the first Babylonian invasions.
Ebetima ba se wo chro no wo bra Babylon fo di kan eba na obetata won.
But the final disaster of 586 or following the leveling of Jerusalem and the people in 586 BC.
Na efie 586 BC no epen no so mbom na uhwemu a saade ekoso na ochro nwumen.
Na baby a yedri any ade a ehye onyankopon abufuo ema oma Obadiah echro sa nwumen.
Where we are now, we're going to look at what really brought about God's anger and how he narrated that through Obadiah's book.
Israel and Judah atamfo ene no.
Now, I want you to imagine the enemies of the children of Israel having a conflict with them, in a war with them.
Na ninua omufri yafukuro mu baaye asefo eboa atamfo no ame abo ninua ofri yafukuro mu.
And I want you to imagine his own brother, that is Esau, and his descendants took the side of the enemies and supported them in defeating their own brother Israel.
Wamutumi eka say Judah mumra Israel mumra
they were able to convince those who were running away, who were refugees, that come, let us find a place for you to hide and to stay.
Wamudi wamukosie ye no no masa afakwa tikwan akoka kire atamfo ne say enkrofo na mope won no ye enkrofo ye nuanom no wo mo hya monko na monkoku won.
And after people have given trust to what they tell them, they will go back to their enemy and tell them to come and capture them.
This
is how treacherously they dealt with the people that the Lord revealed in the book of Obadiah.
Obi ene no ko na wo ukoye ogwabro ni ka kire nse me di ukosie baabi na wasa afa kwatikwan akoka kire otamfo no se baabi a wodi unua na kosie no uko kire baabi ohye.
After you have convinced your own brothers to come and take a solid place at your land, and yet you go and tell the enemy to come and overtake them.
Na wenu nyina na ye nitan a Jacob na sefo no Esau asefo no bete say Jacob robo omo nana enti ama otan da wontem.
This all emanate from the fact that they heard about what transpired between Jacob and Esau and how Jacob deceitfully took the birthright of Esau. Today, people do that in our modern time.
Or party mua otimini opponent no otimi kwaji omu sika na o leak information de ma.
People may be part of a political party and they will find their own way to source out information to their opponent.
Asantemai akwabi sorry ya ono so sikagwa kofi asantefo so called so room no kotre abrofo no say mekire mo ba bia ehye.
There was a man in the history of the Ashantis who find a way to inform the whites when they were in a conflict with the Ashantis, where they could locate the Sikejakufi, what they call the golden stew.
San neso etie ene obi amane na obi de edidi agro.
And today, people take advantage of what happens to others and they play with it.
Enya de nkura se oba ebe yi ni kuna ma ebra ni kuna ko gisika vedi abafie no oba ni timi kone am roberts ye kanana na omo abatututuo ni ya ono oba no ya asade ye bro no so ye mo no na ya kum be ma no na ya gisika no ko oba betuma yesala.
A woman can inform armed robbers that her husband has money in the house. These armed robbers will come in and pretend to be beating up everybody, and yet they will not really harm the woman, and they may even end up killing the man and take the money away so that she can have her share later on. These are the dubious things that are happening in our time now.
And then one political holders,
people who hold position in political affairs, are doing a lot against the nation.
Omobeton yen sase edi ama hoho te se China for abetu gold ase yensuo eni ade.
They will sell our lands to foreigners like the Chinese and others who will come and mine the land for gold and other things, and they end up destroying our rivers and our waters.
And politicians ne himfo wo mo pe bontinsu ne asem chen eye wo mo enkrofo mo di won so.
Our politicians and our chiefs are so much in tune with strangers and foreigners against our own citizens and people.
Minim se ayi hoho eni kromani nya asem a Ghana police ni wokọ hoho ne nchen na fa e ka asem no ma no nsan ko obeka ama Ghana nya oye ni nia.
Now, if you are a Ghanaian and you have an issue with a foreigner in Ghana, you are going to have people who are, you're going to have the police service going to support the foreigner against the citizen of the nation.
Enti sebi ena ekoso ne.
And so what happened in Obadiah's time is exactly what is happening in our time.
And ne se obi ho chire no se accident yesi first respondent obi pie ho no insa se obeboa ami yi ai victims no na wo yi camera na wo twa the elto victim no nya na sem bia.
In our world today, when people are involved in an accident or people are in difficulties, instead of those who are around to jump in and to help such people to get out, they rather pull up their phones and try to video and live stream what is going on instead of putting themselves into helping those who are victims.
So benya viewers and what the sika ene hia no on fanipa no a oda ho no owu no.
For them to have a content and get viewers and be paid by the social media platform are their focus, and not those who are suffering and going through various things.
Na se eye camera mpo keke na omu ye twakora mpo a nke ha dwi pisa na emom won wa eduru ho kane no omo tutu nipa no ne na mu abuo ni tiri mu apai no ni bot tom uniform phone.
Before we would like to check on Brother Opon's network, and then we will be right back, because I think that his network seems breaking, and there is a delay on his side, and so when I speak, it kind of delays his side before he's able to understand what I'm saying, and so you can see that he's a bit delaying in his response. So we're hoping that he will rejoin, and then we'll be able to have him on the show. So if you're watching, we will encourage you to keep on sharing. This is Chariot TV, and as you know, we are underway on day 4 of digital lectureship, and our speaker has been Brother Paul Opon, and he's the preacher at North Bronx Church of Christ. He joins us from New York, Bronx to be precise, and he is delivering on the book of Obadiah. We are so excited, and where he has started and where he's going is really interesting. He has given us a background of the book of Obadiah and where we can what we can learn from the book. And so we look up to he rejoining, and then we will be able to have him proceed with the lesson. Remember, this is Chariot TV, and this program is Digital Lectureship. We will right back as we connect Brother Paul Opon back to the studio.
2 churches, 1 mission. Ready for something different this August? Chariot TV, your single source of truth, and Church of Christ TV bring you the Digital Lectureship 2026, 15 days, 1 powerful theme. Minor books, major messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Speakers, the voices you've probably skipped over, but really shouldn't have. Catch it live every single night, starting Saturday, August 1st, running through August 15th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Brought to you by Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariottv.com. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on those platforms that you just heard. When you go to YouTube, you will see Chariot TV right there, and you can follow. We're trying to put, when you go to Chariot TV channel, just search under the channel, you see the playlist, and we put all these digital lectureship into playlists for you to be able to easily find them and rewatch them. 2021 is there, 2022 is there, 2023 is there, 24 is there, 25 is there, and now 26 has started piling up under the playlist of digital lectureships under Chariot TV. So please subscribe to our channel, and you have all these feed coming through as we project into the future of this month. We're having 15 days of this digital lectureship. And if you can go to www.chariottv.com, you will find us, and you will have all these lessons right there on our website, and you'll be able to also enjoy them. We will entreat you to continue studying with us. And yes, this is a wonderful, wonderful information that we are putting up here, that you can have it. We're still having a few challenges that we'll be able to connect with Brother Paul upon, and he will take off from where he was before the line dropped. So this is Joe. So far, it has been wonderful bringing in certain things, and I like the way he's adding application as we go on the line. What is happening? What's your impression so far?
Yeah, the impression has been massive. Minimal, and then it seems our feedback, mini baby is free, but myself, I can even hear myself at the background. So technically, we are having some challenges where and bear with us as we try as much as possible to get these things fixed. You could so kakra yes na the Masabakani no HH wabibi nyemem. In fact, wama okaya wakasemba efa ubi pra na ubi the camera is so na you say no social media you say there accident test na ubi record na nipa so da na moji to nipa moji pram nipa so na the nipa no ihia no yes or record. So
and not only that, Joe, just think about even our media houses no crown. Say obi enya sa kwenshia ne ade, they are not thinking about then are we calling the police to come in, and no, getting the content and being the first to report has been our motive.
Ghana na seems say the content creators not those so system but everyone say Obadiah Homa no edwuma ene nso if it's a Obadiah Homa no say na o che agina so no Idom for no omunuanum Israel for ho akire won na woni age na ono nso so de wo ye and say ode otwamfonyini. But my member akonya nso na me kind for comment about. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comment. This is from Eja Inokbuama from Pong. I say watching you live from Asante Bekwai Ajamesu. We also Eja Pong Aiko. Well, I can see Eja Champong Francis also watching you live from Techimai. Okay, Brother Harry says that the preacher to stick to either English or Chi to make it difficult, to make it easier to translate. Then that's it, Eja Harry. Noted. Japan is watching us from Mali upon for adults our system no. The better near who be. Eja Daniel Chum Nante or say I hope I got the other name right. Also watching you live from Accra Mataheku. Yes. The mommy Yvonne J says good afternoon, brethren. Good afternoon, mommy. Yeah, mommy Harrietta Hammond also so or see DL 2026 and Eja bidding so also here from North North KD North Kanishi Kanokre and North Kaswa. No back and because Kaswa na obey by a bit North Kaswa. Let us know we are trying our best to connect back our speaker so that our technical people are doing their best to get our speaker reconnected so that we can pick it up from where he left. But let me take opportunity and read comments. It says, I'm watching you live from Ghana, Kumasi, Bookroom Church of Christ. Good work as well. You are boarding in ACS, you are boarding in ACS. I make sure comment, but let us know. Let's drop in the comment sections. Comment, let me read comment this from Eja Nkrumah Festus. Watching you live from Abuaso, that is preacher Festus, and so hearing from Abuaso. This is our brother Michael Afre is watching us from Denver, Colorado. I hope brother Afre you are doing great. God bless you as well for watching. Anthony Opon says Church of Christ and just so. Yeah. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comments. We are waiting to reconnect our speaker so that he continue with the digital lectureship as our technicians are working tirelessly to get him back on track. We have feedback. We have had internet issues, but we hope that we can reconnect him. And let me take opportunity to remind brethren that today is day 5. We are going for 15 days, day 5 of digital lectureship, and it has been helpful, it has been insightful. We have done overview of the books. We have also done the book of Hosea. We have done the book of Joel. We have done the book of Amos. We have done the book of, we are doing the book of Obadiah. Let me say it that way. We are doing the book of Obadiah, the only one chapter book in the entire Old Testament. If you have not also download our app is still running. Our app is still running. Just if you are on iOS, just go to your app store and just search Chariot TV app. It will pop up, and please download it. And it's helpful. We have so many things there that will be helpful for your studies. We also have a website running. If you are using iOS, Android, just go to your app store or Google Play Store and just search Chariot TV app. It will pop up, and you will get the app intact for your learning. Our sister Lydia Jan is watching us live on our way back from church. You okay? Yeah, she's on the way back from church. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad. Yeah, from Accra Root Church of Christ. Yes. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to read your comment as well. Let us know. Our website is still running. Just search www.chariottv.com and you have our website intact, and you can find so many of these things that we are doing on Chariot on the website. It is still active and running. We have so many stuff, PDFs, files, and things that are there for your learning, purposely for your learning. We are still on Chariot TV Digital Lectureship. We are streaming live on Facebook. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are streaming also on Church of Christ Facebook. If you have not subscribed to Church of Christ Facebook, just search them on YouTube, not to YouTube, on Facebook, I should say, and you will get them. Just subscribe, follow the platform so that you get interesting stuff to learn from them. Digital lectureship is being streamed also on Chariot platforms. That is Chariot YouTube. You have not subscribed to Chariot YouTube, just go and search Chariot on YouTube and subscribe from there. We'll be glad to hear from you. Akufu Fred says, learning a lot at DL 2026. Akufu, please, it's hashtag DL 2026. We are at there. One here, a man called Phobia Fari. Phobia Fari. I said, oh, more Jumediano, Jumediano, so boy Jumediano, Bob Jumediano, there. Hashtag DL 2026. Hashtag DL. Let us also know your questions from the book of Obadiah. Drop your question from the book of Obadiah. You want to know. The speaker will pick it up and will answer accordingly. As we wait for a speaker, I've been notified that they are still working on it, and we will still keep on pressing so that we get the speaker on set so that we can continue with the digital lectureship. We apologize for the inconvenience caused. I've seen someone. I'll say I have been sponsoring, but you won't mention my name. Sponsoring what? Sponsoring what? Let us know what you are sponsoring so that I can really read your comments fully for the speaker, for the audience to understand. Brashadrak, let's see. But let's see this video as we wait and try and get our speaker back. When he's back, we will continue with our issues.
My precious Savior suffered pain and agony. He bore it all, that I might live.
Fire falls from heaven. It shows, hey, wait a minute, there really is someone up there. He really does exist. And I see this fire that fell from heaven. He must be really up there like Daniel 2:28 says that he is. I know there is a God in heaven. He's the one true God.
What it was 2,000 years ago is everything that God expected for it to be until the Lord comes back again.
The most frightening of them all, hell is a place that will last for all eternity. Revelation 14 and verse 11 says, and the smoke of their torment ascends forever and ever, and they have no rest.
We also know from reading the Bible that the soul is something that can be impacted by the truth of God's Word.
Social media for you preach come on in once your viewers 400 500 now we don't go to panel on 5,000 50,000 no it's not going to be in the penny the antenna which and the antenna
the devil never had a chance. It's tempting in every generation, I suppose, to wake up and look at the state of the world and think, oh no, he's getting us. No, he's getting his children. And friends, he's always had his children. God's people win. Faithful go to heaven.
What will your answer be?
Bible. And that's what they're saying. And they're saying,
shaping you out. And so when you look at the flowers and the trees you have in your building, you cut them, you shape them, make sure they look so clean and nice. That is God's way of shaping you. So you listen to sermons, preachings, they are supposed to shape us.
The reason the silver that I have is so pure is because it's been passed through the refiner's fire, hasn't it? All the impurities, all the corruption, all the pollutants have been burned out of it, and that is what is left, nothing but pure silver. But notice he says, not once, not twice, 7 times.
We don't understand the word of God. we have all the properties in this world, and the soul is not able to live in Christ, what is the problem?
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you. No question there, no doubt, no room for it's a possibility. There might be a chance. It's a 99% probability. This is a knowledge claim, and it's a knowledge claim that you can know.
See his shining face, for it all, that I might live. I stood condemned to die, but Jesus daily took my place.
Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV present the Digital Lectureship 2026. Tonight's speaker, Paul Opong. Opening up the book of Obadiah. Theme: Minor books, major messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Join us Wednesday, August 5th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariotatv.com and don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
Thank you for staying with us. We are still working tirelessly to get our speaker live so that we can, yes, we are almost through. Just thank you for staying. Our speaker will start shortly. We are really working tirelessly to get him. We apologize for the inconvenient cause. Bacharak.
Me catch it. Their course. So I think say a link if we link na me show some papa bre na me hu na me ne microphone akasa say enye obi na hacking to system no, so they should allow people to join it. Enye free order cry enye on the side na problem is free if we yen platform no and we almost say microphone join it, you know, they want to restrict it and will be a hacking into the system, but the catch said no, and yet will be a hacking, so they should allow it, and so our speaker is back.
Hello.
I've heard out here,
Kwasi.
Yes, sir. I've heard out here. Okay, say that's so that no on
internet.
Yeah, it has to do with on side into the area.
So we are live and we are still working to get our speaker in. I want some few comments and read the comment as we try getting our speaker back live on set so that we can continue. We are live. This is live from Chariot TV. Our brother Emmanuel Asamoah Boateng is also with us live here on Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, you know, I'm Muni Dini ya na waka ketrema. Patrick Prince Jebi is also watching us from the Doom Church of Christ and says, Jebi Prince Nyame Hishra Pi Minyano. Nyame Hishra also say Unya Bre na Oshe Digital Lectureship. We are doing digital lectureship on 2 platforms, on Chariot TV and also on Church of Christ TV, as we prepare to get our speaker live. Yeah, our speaker is back.
That baby, I know what Drew no say I'm on for acid in the sea no to nkrofo bottom na afei wo mo eyi nkrofo eho enema eho na na Drew pache nto aso Drew eti wo kɔ ne twi ya na me makɔ brofo na ko ne tentem
Enti de me for me pamucho say there was
It's still internet in a problem. H kakra.
Yeah, but Yanko, what he said was that he apologized to us for the hitches that we had on our internet. Yes, we can proceed.
Still working on the internet issue now. Internet, just please bear with us as we work out these hitches so that we can get the streaming live smooth, so that you can hear us clearly as well. This is from Daniel Chumi, says he's watching live from Mataiku. Yes, Accra. I've read his comments. Let's know where you're watching from. We'll be glad to read your comment. Our speaker, we are trying our best to get our speaker live in so that we can get smooth connection and have a digital lectureship. We are studying the book of Obadiah. We have done the book of Hosea. We have done the book of Joel. We have done the book of Amos. And we are doing the book of Obadiah, the only one chapter book in the entire Old Testament. We are doing 15 days, and today is day 5 of digital lectureship. We are doing all the minor prophets, all the 12 minor prophets, with book about Nehemiah, which we'll look at in the podcast section. And we also do another podcast for female in the book of Esther. That discussion will happen. But in the meantime, we are trying our best to get our speaker in. So please kindly stay with us. Let me give some comment. Our brother Ababiu says share. Yes, the only way we can get the gospel out is for you to share, to help us share. Kobina Egan says, I'm watching you live from KSTU. Yes, I hope I got it right. KSTU. Our mother Emilia says he's watching us live, and she tagged at highlight. Jack Kwam Lawrence is saying greetings for Preacher Hopon. Let me say that there's a DL 2023, 2026, I should say. At highlight, he has thrown. He's watching us from Germany. Our brother is watching us from Germany. This is from Owusu Ansmachi. Sylvester, he says, Ababil, do you know? I nearly commented. Oh, no. These are comments, side comments. I'll read these comments. Let me go on. Let us know where you're watching us from. We'll be glad to know. We are live on Chariot TV. We are live on Church of Christ TV as well. And we are trying to connect our speaker back with the sound and this video so that we can have a smooth connection for the digital lectureship and smooth presentation. We are still looking at the book of Obadiah, the one chapter book.
Yeah, Joe, it's what we're trying to do. And said now, no, no son of phone, no, a camera, no, nothing. You're connecting through the phone rather than the laptop, because the internet connectivity on the laptop, no, it's not helping into no, or son ne camera, no, on the phone. Let me say, and no bit to me, yeah. So, so that would say, put on your camera on the phone. Na yenshare and no aside. Say your phone has been able to connect, but video no emma into. Let's see the camera no on the phone. Na fe embuana yempeke emfree a horn no more. Mr. Sana a bit to me, I know. Joe, it has been interesting. Say, good. So, yes. I can say, good. It was say though, you been that I have it all and good.
I am internet na say then.
Internet on the laptop. It is a say you use your phone. No, it if our phone to see your laptop na nim na chia no sa. Na fe ye to be any komo ewo ehodom. It was for that. Wait, me papa, me na go catch so born before computer on tiase. But the day and so Betty say and then or a born before computer. It's Joe. That's to say the air pass it away. No. This is how we're supposed to have it. Into the C laptop no soa and then nimusa. Then we can see you, you can hear us, and everything will go very well. We can see you now. Into no, and no answer would be see laptop na nimusa. So the bay phone a bit me jina na yet to me a connector exactly. Technicians my there. You born about so mobile jua. Now so the movie are Samba.
Daniel. Mamenka technician ba ku Daniela on pejuma.
Incest of boy jumano. Also the name of Kanish.
On pejuma. Ya catch no
biti. Young catch say what we are experiencing today, no, yempesi BC next week, Friday, next Saturday. Obra ye podcast no. Into no, omunye ready. Na da afe otimenka. Say yenhu anim into no. Say ohwe ya ma yenhu na afe yen take care of a honum. Okay, so he's coming again on that. Good.
Yeah, I think this is better.
Good. After that, say otimenka ma me signal say na me hu say otimenka na afe ye ma me thumbs up na me hu say otimenka na afe yenko live. If you can hear me, please do this so that I know you can hear me. Good. You can hear me. Very good. Very good. All right. Okay. So we're connected back to Studio B. And then Nina account or some pool Obadiah. We can't want some. You can't someone Obadiah can't. Not yet. Yes, yeah. That am I call you.
Yeah, me dear, me bay.
I feel that dumb pie.
Okay.
Baby, I need Drew no baby I now kase and they know asemsia and crofo etching cameras and man for to a man for bottom. That's exactly where we are. And I think say it is so important. It is okono brofo okoni chia na me makono brofo. Enti yanko.
Okay. Enti the idom for eyediti a Israel for no bi no. Israel for ahochire mu no. Na edom for esre and almost take advantage of them.
And that is exactly what happened with the children of Israel. While the children of Israel were going through all these challenges, the Edomites were excited and taking advantage of them.
Now, Edomites, feel say, the
Edomites thought that they were at a high level. They were in a place that was inevitable. People couldn't invade the place, or uninvadable. That's the word, uninvadable. And yet, the Bible says God will invade their city.
I feel no more military power.
They had a military power.
I feel no more alliances. Any might be.
And they had alliance with the nations around them, and they felt that they had protection.
Now, alliances, military power, and when you now Obadiah as he will bring them down.
Now, while they had these alliances, they had this protection, they had these friends that they thought will come to their aid and help them. God, through Obadiah, informed them that they were going to be destroyed. He will bring them down.
The Obadiah actually said, or maybe anyhow, and now Uncle be anyhow, or between me, Ginetti and Yankopon, no fun hototo.
Obadiah made it clear that there is no person, no nation, no individual who will stand up against God and go scot-free.
Edom, the bonny our yetia Judah any.
These are the things that Edomites did against the children of Israel. A brother stood against his own brother. Now, can you hear me?
Edom tutrasem edi tuya.
The Edomites were working against their own brothers.
Nintintwitwa ene nitan tumi a no mo print.
They find a way to work against their own brothers. They sabotage everything that they were doing just because they were looking to overpower them. When people are envious and they are jealous, it can lead them to do those kind of things.
Na Erwadi kan se Erwadi Debi or Babesra won no watch mu yo no so watch aso.
God told them that he will visit them and punish them.
Na obeba betua o mu yo a omo yetua omo nua eno so ka.
And he will punish them for all the treacherous things that they did against their brothers.
Yimu dunum kosi edonsia no o se de onu duaye no Onyankopon se obehwe amanatwa.
And verse 15 to 16, God said he is visiting them, and whatever they did, they will pay. There will be retribution.
Be
careful you don't sin against anyone. Whatever you sow, God says you will reap it. God is not a respecter of persons when it comes to his judgment.
Na oche edomaso nyina no na o hye eye Israel ni Judah nkura ne se wo obema omo anidaso obiam.
Now, whilst he was making plans to punish the Edomite, he was giving hope and restoration, the hope of restoration to the children of Israel.
Na adesua titire a e wo sa anwoma no mu no pride brings distraction.
And what we can learn from here is that pride will always bring distraction.
Now, Onyankopon abribiara obu ne nkrofo bem won a omo ho kwan ma afoforo sisi won.
But God would always vindicate his own people who allow God to rule over them and allow people to even take advantage of them.
Adusua ene se Onyankopon ebu pride aten ahomaso aten.
The point is that God will always judge the proud.
God punishes betrayal and cruelty.
Onyankopon otore eye obi oyu obi ma na oye trimodem for otore ne tore.
God defends his covenant people.
Na obo wona won wa pam no ho ban.
And at last God's kingdom will ultimately triumph.
Na danya Onyankopɔn ahenni ɛbɛkɔ so agyina.
Enti asɛm titiri ɛwɔ Obadiah no mu ne sɛ pride leads to destruction.
So the major theme of the book of Obadiah is that pride will lead to destruction.
Edom trusted in his wealth.
Edom foi wɔn de wɔn ho to wɔn sika so.
Edom trusted in his position.
Edom foi wɔde wɔn ho ato baabi a na ɔwɔ ɛso ɛsoro na ɔteɛ no.
Edom trusted in his security.
Edom foi wɔde wɔn ho to wɔn ahobanbɔ a na ofi so ɔwɔ so.
They trusted their human wisdom.
Na wɔde wɔn ho to wɔn nipa nyansa na ɔmo wɔ so.
Human strength without humility before God leads to downfall.
Sɛ onipa ɛde ne ho ɛto ɔno anahoɔden so no ambrɛ ne ho ase ɛwɔ Onyankopɔn anim na ɔma Nyame ani n'anim kan a deɛ de kɔ wie ɛyɛ ahweaseɛ.
Because pride goes before a fall.
Esan sɛ ahomasoɔ wɔ hɔ yi deɛ ɛda n'animu ɛyɛ ahweaseɛ.
Edom's greatest sin was mistreating their own relatives.
Na Edomfo wɔ bɔne kɛseɛ paa ne sɛ wɔn nuanom ɔno abusuafo ɛna na wɔbɔ wɔn apo na osisi wɔn yi.
Ehemfo a wɔwɔ Ghana wɔn nkurɔfoɔ di wɔn so no ɛna wɔn tɔn asase mmienu ne mmiɛnsa de ma wɔn na afei wɔn de wɔn nsase a ɛyɛ wɔn ne nkyirima deɛ no wɔn tɔn ma ahɔhoɔ ɛma wɔn tu gnam sɛ ɛma yare ahodoɔ ɛha nipa.
When you go to Ghana, the chiefs and those authorities are fighting against the very people that they are supposed to lead and work for them. The very people that they are supposed to support and build them up are the very people they are fighting against. They are selling lands to them 3 times, 4 times, and taking their monies. They are giving their lands out for people to do galamsey, to destroy the land and to destroy the water bodies all over Ghana. That is what is happening.
And
God is going to punish people for these things.
It's answer say obi e mistreat ono an nkrofo a esunsum onikopo atemo e de ba won so.
Because if someone mistreats his own people and his own relatives, it brings God's judgment and punishment upon such persons.
Now, Obadiah say Israel for no ya hom won so ne de nkunumdie wo ho e de ma won.
And God, Obadiah declared to the children of Israel that those who are going through all these things, there is victory and hope for them.
No matter how dark the circumstances become, God remains sovereign.
Na emfa said the esum ebesia ba ene said the abrabo besia ko onyankopon da so din.
At the end of it all, Jesus is going to reign.
Na ewie said den ya Yesu bedin kunim. We need to be careful on pride. We need to be aware of it.
Because pride deceives people and it goes before a fall.
Esan say, ahomaso we ewo hoi eda da ni papa na se ba wo umu a na kire se wahwe ase a na eba no.
Success can make people forget about God. But spiritual and arrogance is dangerous.
So nipa di ye wa asetena mu a ema ne rentimi fi onyankopɔn na empo honhom mu dwe eba na kwan mu na no de ehu yie papa.
Do not gloat over your enemies or calamities. So says Obadiah.
Obadiah say, se wunua hwe ase, wunua kwa amanehunu mu a, ema no nye saa bere no na wobebo se ama wani agye akoto hyire. Saa na Obadiah ka kire.
Unim se ya meka say Ghana ade a ekoso ye duabo na o se meboda na me de ukunu no yire no ma daase me hye wasefo nyina enipa timi ka wei a o kan te sa de enipa no o na bo won me bodua na ma hye wasefo nyina nipa te sa no o mo nsa kire o mo adwene.
We are in an era where people are people have delight in cursing others spiritually and causing them to die, and they pride about it by saying that they will even use their descendants, their family members, their husband, their children to appease the gods for honoring their requests in cursing such people.
Sisi Ghana duabon kwa yehu de ahemfo no ye ahemfo no emu gu nsampo a omobodua at the end of it of their libation no eye duabo eto man nyina bodua enti wo bodua so a wo frɛ evil spirits eno nti na oman no ahokire nsuo yiri fayen ka akwa nhia ni nimo bebre esie no eye oman no so bi ho be kire no eni duabo mobo nti ena yesa.
We are in a time where people are so much delighted in cursing others, and even our own chiefs and people in authorities, they pour libation, and at the end they call for curses upon people. And if you do all these things, what do you expect? You expect evil spirits and bad things, calamities to befall the nation. That is why we're going through flood and accident and fire here and there, and all these indicate the bad things that are being done in our nation.
Enye ye kwan no a enye nkoanti ena lorry akwanhia esisi saa duabo a efre nnome edi bedi ni paachire no ena ma no ebasa.
It's not only because of the bad roads that we have, that's why we are having accidents. Of course, those can play a role, but mainly also are people cursing here and there, causing evil things to fall upon the people.
Obi wo ho a bibi ye ni nua na ote a na eye ne de oso otwea o na hye ho no ubewu ewu biem no oka nyame betua o kasa ane ma no nyina no sei bi na idom ye ya nti onyankopon say obebu naten.
People gloat over the suffering and the calamities that befall others, and they rejoice for people, their enemies, the so-called enemies, going through all these troubles. And that's exactly what the Edomites were doing when Obadiah prophesied to them that they will face punishment.
Mamenka abakosem bia esiye.
Let me tell you something that happened.
Me papa ka kire me say wo mu village ho na papa bi wo eyire en wo sa ware young girl beka ho.
My father told me he was in a village where a rich man, a man was there, and he had a wife, yet he went to marry a very small young lady in addition to his wife.
Enti abayo ne bae no na eyire pani ne dwen say young girl na eji ne kunu no ana oji na ware na boso.
When the lady got married to become a second wife, the older woman, the first wife, thought that the second wife was taking advantage of taking the husband away.
Enti wɔn kɔ afuo mu dako.
So they went to a farm one day.
Na tete hɔ no nso no na ɛyɛ kwaeɛ nko a. Enti wonam afuo mu ba koraa na wonam nnua ne kwaeɛ ase saa.
So they went to farm, and at that time they were in the forest, in the woods, and when you are returning home or you're going to the farm, you pass through the woods, and there was no buildings around.
Na ayi abayo na ya ware no aba no won na so niema na odi eye ne kura pani no anim ewo nanim.
Now whilst they were returning from the farm, the second wife was carrying all the items they were taking home, and she was leading the first wife as they went home.
Ena bema no eye ekunu no odi ayiri pani nachi.
And the husband was the third in line as they journeyed home.
Na de omo kono an hu se ma ayire pani no hu se ochire bin cocatrice watiagu kenten no a oyire kitwa no so no mu na wo no hu se waba a different environment ntino na opre se obenya ba bia adwane afa etu okoka ha wo kenten no na okoka ha wo kenten no.
Now, while they were journeying, a snake fell from the tree into the basket that the second wife was carrying, and the first wife observed what was happening.
Now, insasa obeka chini kunu anasa abayo ne se wo abegu wayinum no ni tan a eda ne ntem se obegi ne kunu ntino e ka no nko na bibia ye ne ntino asam a oyiri pani no e ka ye ni.
Now, when the wife saw the first wife saw what was happening, instead of her to inform the lady to throw the basket away because there was snake that has fallen on it, she didn't say anything, and this is what she told the lady.
Oka say jai benche no, that is the movement of a snake. Okachira you know say jai benche no na ye pa jai benche na ye pa.
And so the first wife told the snake that you should stop finding a way to get out of the basket and just bite the lady.
Just de say wo wona be gu kenten mo na wo wono pay way out na onyanti no na wo mienda wo kenten no onjai miendere no na on bite eye no kura no owu a ope.
The lady was wishing that the snake would just stop meandering in the basket and just go straight ahead and bite the lady, because when she dies, she will be delightful.
Saying na ni tan ni abra uhwehwe se bibi boni enya ohunipa wadamfo ana obi a usuru se otan wo.
This is the picture of anyone who is there wishing that calamity and troubles will befall people that they don't like.
Eni se uye wadwen se obeye boni e de atua obi boni a waye wo so ka.
Do not ever wish to retaliate by doing bad things or sinful things against anyone who has sinned against you.
Menye boni biara entia obi se wafom wonti no se bibi ye no a na ye wo de.
Do not ever delight in the suffering of anyone who has done something against you.
Obadiah asemu a o ka kire ye baako eno no.
And that is one major message that Obadiah tells us.
Na obi oho a se bibi eye ne tamfo a otumi ko hyedem baby obi ani no na o jubilate.
There are some people who jubilate when there are calamities or trouble on people they don't like, they dislike.
Obi oho a otumi ko hyedem na o de powder abo sabe ne to no was just watare say be na obi hu say o jubilate ade na ye no aye obi no eye ne denti no obi use white powder asra eye ne bottles no was just watare into ono nko ne nim say o jubilate wo calamity no ato enipa no.
There are others who secretly jubilate and put powders around their bodies just to indicate how joyful they are, because the people they don't like, the people they think they are enemies, are suffering or going through some sort of calamity.
And Obadiah
and those are the things that Obadiah's message becomes so important to those of us who are living today. When you try to retaliate and find a way to cause harm or suffering to someone who has done something wrong against you in the past, God will come in and exercise judgment against you.
Compound house.
There was a time that two women were living in the same compound. They were not in talking terms with each other. And one of them had a crying baby, an upcoming baby.
And
they had a well that they were fetching water from it. They didn't have any fence or defensive things around the well to protect animals and children from falling into the well. And this woman who had a baby went into the room or was doing something inside.
But
her rival, who was there, saw the baby crawling to the well side. And because she was a rival, she was in rivalry with this lady and not in talking terms with her, she was not prepared to prevent the baby from going into the well. She watched unattended and watched until the baby fell into the well. When the woman who went inside came out, she was looking for her baby, and she searched everywhere. She didn't see because the baby had fallen into the well. And the moment she saw that the baby has fallen into the well, instead of her to call for people to come in, she went into her room and just pretend to be asleep. That is what the Edomite did to the children of Israel. This innocent baby who had nothing to do with your rivalry and your, talking to her mother, had nothing to do with your situation. And at that time, you were supposed to protect the baby from going into the well, and you did not. You went in and pretended to be asleep.
Bible we should support one another.
And as Christians, the Bible entreats us to support each other.
Pray for one another.
And be praying for one another.
Defend the weak.
And defend the ones that is weak.
Help the suffering.
And help those who are suffering.
Enti obia onu nsuo fa no, obia ka ahwe ase a owuo no, a ntwa sa woboa no se nipa no yenko yi ni phone se nipa no yenko yi ni sika se nipa no yemfa phone entwa event na scene na I dey see no say wo dey pay viewers.
And people who are suffering, people who have gone into an accident and are in trouble and they are in suffering, don't go start taking videos and pictures of them. Do not try to stream it so that platforms may be paying you or get viewers for what is happening.
Afi yamomodin say ye be jai say ye boni di tua obika.
And let us stop retaliating on what people have done against us.
Say there will be ye me no me so me ye ni bi saa.
That whatever someone did to you, you will pay the person back.
Na ka ehunu say onyankopon te soro no o hwe de ekoso wo woni obia ntem.
Remember that as God watch over us, He is seeing everything that is going on between us and others.
God watches every human conduct.
Onyankopon ohwe nipa biara de oye.
It's answer and what you know, there is always hope for God's people and His church.
It says because after that there is always going to be hope for those who are God's people and then also His church.
The
verse 15 tells us about the day of the Lord.
Say a debut of what in a year, nobody be a nipa
because there is going to be a day that the Lord will punish for every bad thing that anybody did. There is always two phases of judgment.
End of time judgment.
There is an end of time judgment.
And no, the Onyankopon beka wiase nipa nyina begyina nanim ebu omo atan.
That the Lord will judge all people on earth.
And in time judgment.
And then we have in time judgment.
Echira se de waye bia no atemu da maaye no Onyankopon bepe dabi e de atua wo so ka.
That even before judgment day, God will definitely find a way to punish you before even the final judgment of time.
God sees the hidden pride and public wrongs of people.
Onyankopon ohunu ahintasem nyina ne nneema apie nyina nipa yo onyame ohunu.
Nothing escapes from his notice.
Bibi biara ni wa ehinta onu Onyankopon.
Now the okan say it shall be done to you as you did to others.
Na Onyankopon ka kira on say said ye moye afoforo no sara nso no obeye mo.
Etrimodin eye cruelty, any gloating or indifference toward the hurting will be mirrored back by divine justice.
Etrimodin any esum niema trimu esum niema moye edi tia mu nuanu mu nyina no Onyankopon ebehwe se odi bi betom so ere.
Your deeds, whether good or bad, will eventually return to your own head.
Ade biara oye ye de say papo boni o ebeba besoa wo a.
When bad things happen to God's people and others mock or harm them, God keeps score.
Na se bibi tu ebinum na se wo gyina nchen eboa won ana se wo de ye wo de na woni gye ho a kan se Onyankopon e de ho akatua ebebre obi a.
Even if earthly justice fails, God's promise a final balancing of the scales.
Na se asasi so asotwe no mpo se wo dwane firi ho a Osoro deɛ na daa asotwe ne deɛ untimi nkwati ebeba.
In conclusion, remember these things that I'm going to say.
Na menu ewie no kaisan nsɛm yi a menu ebɛkan.
Remember that God resists the proud.
Kaise Onyankopɔn osi ɔhantan or hantan ni ekwan.
God rewards righteousness.
Na odom atenenefo.
And God's kingdom will ultimately prevail.
Na onu Nyankopɔn ahennie ɛyɛ dan a ebedi nkonim.
Obadiah reminds us that pride may lift a man up for a season, but only humility and obedience will allow him to stand before God.
Na Obadiah ɛkae yɛn sɛ ahomaso deɛ yɛbɛtumi apagya wo akɔsoro ma obiara hu. Nanso so deɛ wotimi gyina daa na wotimi kɔ n'anim no ɛyɛ ɔhobrɛase ni ɛne deɛ wɔyɛ sutie ma Onyankopɔn.
Obadiah in this verse shifts from just one tribe to all nations.
No, Obadiah hai ofri ɛyɛ abusua baako ɛho na ɔde n'ani kyerɛ wiasefo nyinaa.
Showing that God watches how every human treats the vulnerable.
Na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ampa Onyankopɔn hwɛ onipa biara a wɔbɔ ne yɔnko a sɛbio ɔyɛ mmerɛ no onim ne hwee no na osisi no no Onyankopɔn ɛhwɛ no.
On one hand, Obadiah continues the biblical emphasis that there are only two kinds of people.
Na ampa ekwan bi so no Obadiah ma ehunu sɛ onipa mienu pɛ ɛwɔ Nyame anim.
Those who belong to Mount Zion, that is the church, and those who belong to Mount Bozrah, which belongs to Edom.
Wɔn a wɔwɔ Mount Zion afa ɛno ɛne asafo no ɛne wɔn a wɔwɔ mountain a ɛno nso Edom na ɔmo wɔ no a ɛno nso kyerɛ ewiasefo.
So ma wadwe nyɛ ɔsɛ uni church of Christ no mo na wɔ asɔre foforo biara mu a Onyankopɔn nim o daabi.
So never think that God is still mindful of you and he will save you if you find yourself in any other church other than the church of the Bible.
On the other hand, the book shows that before God judges people and nations, he will have enough evidence to condemn them based on their mistreatment of others.
Na kai sɛ ansa na Onyankopɔn bɛtɔ ne nipa so wrɛ no wabu na atɛn no wɔbɛboaboa nneɛma ahodoɔ a wɔyɛ no nyinaa no wɔbɛra wɔtu wɔn fo no wɔn ne wɔn nyinaa no na wɔtwerɛ wɔn nnwuma a wɔyɛ no na ama no de ayɛ adanseɛ wɔbɛra wɔbu wɔn atɛn.
Ɛno nti na ma woyɛ bɔne a kyɛ Nyame ntwe wɔn so ha ɔboaboa evidence ano na ɔde yɛ afa
And so if you keep on sinning and God is not punishing you, don't think you have escaped judgment. You will definitely face a judgment because he is piling up evidence against you on the day of judgment.
The book of Obadiah reminds us that God's justice in dealing with human sin is displayed in Obadiah's book.
Obadiah ngumai emeyeti asese Onyankopɔn atentene no ɛyɛ dan a ɛda di wɔ nipa asetena mu.
Enti de ye pese ye be sua e de free Obadiah ngoma mu no.
And so that is what I have for you from the book of Obadiah.
Afei your scriptures are emra esemu no wankasa obetima kenkan.
And he has some Bible passages that you can
25, 23.
And
Psalm
these are
137, verse 7.
Now keep going. Just mentioning them and
Let me Lamentation 4:21 to 22. Jeremiah 9:7-22.
So those are the passages.
Obadiah na Samuel all catch yen no. The Edom ye.
So he mentioned Genesis 25 verse 23, Psalm 137 verse 7, Lamentation chapter 4, the verse 21 to 22, and Jeremiah 49 verse 7 to 22. And those are the things that he says that we can reflect on them as we listen to these things Obadiah had to say. Therefore, be careful as you live on earth. Your wife, be careful you don't sin against her. Be careful you don't gang against the preacher who is preaching the congregation that you are in. Be careful you don't find a way to milk the company that you are working in for your own personal gain. Be careful you do not work against the widow. Be careful you don't work against the fatherless. Be careful you do not work against the blind.
For the sake of the camera, me money day. Now or the boy akọ tujem or the boy atujem na ye she no the ntimagua som no the akoma abrewane say onyi na wo hwa na ye bayire mami ne nefira.
When we were young, there was this guy who will go and put a stone in fire and bring it to the woman to prepare it and eat.
Jasa obi na ni efira uhunu mobo wo de bo dane bayire ediamano.
And how can you do that? That someone is a blind woman and you put a stone in fire and give it to her as a yam for her to eat it.
Enti abrewano intimagono na buo ni dem no de sekan ewire ho obi bebisa no say nana dia na oye wo se nya asmese na abreme bayire na mihua mejo.
And this woman will be working hardly, tirelessly on the stone, thinking that she's peeling the yam to eat it. And when people ask her, what are you doing? She says someone has given her yam and she's preparing it to eat.
Now, Abrantian, yes, no, owu tentem. It's an answer, obi and near fra, a conditioner, ya, say any panel, yen sante, you know.
And this young guy died young because you cannot be doing that to a blind woman, which is already a condition that is really hard, and you cannot continue to add pepper to her wounds. Whoever does something against you, do not take vengeance. Give the Lord a chance to take vengeance.
Said ye Edom, they not at that one term to say Jacob far or papa, and then woman an incident, you know, or ye be the tria a ye Israel for a soccer.
Just like Edom was retaliating for whatever happened in the time of their forefathers, Jacob and Esau.
Now the one we hear no name cry.
And what they did was very bad.
And net Yansu Betima Yibisa.
Today we can also victim of that.
And when
we go that line, God will not forgive us.
Medikai asre hitches kakra ebaye no wonfa nchemi mfiri me ankasa.
Forgive me for all the troubles we had with the internet during the course of the program.
And I hope I've been able to tell you what the book of Obadiah teaches.
Namjidi ye se kakra no metimi amawo hunu de Obadiah eka.
Midamu nyina se muma me sa kwanya yi se me ne mo nche Obadiah nwoma no.
I thank you for the opportunity I had today.
I me eniji se enekro no ye bekoso aka nwoma na nkasa verse 1 no ekono a ne ye hunu asem wankasa free Obadiah na disua ne nwoma no mo de mayen.
I will plead with you to go back and read the book of Obadiah, and we will get a lot from it. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Shadrach and Jonathan and digital lectureship team.
God bless Shadrach, God bless Jonathan, and God bless all the team of the digital lectureship.
One year Church of Christ in Insua, Koko Nekosra, a year Church of Christ, a Ben war out the Bible, yeah, Juma.
I extend the Lord's invitation for you to visit the Church of Christ that is close to you, who uphold the scriptures. God bless you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
2 churches, 1 mission. Ready for something different this August? Chariot TV, your single source of truth, and Church of Christ TV bring you the Digital Lectureship 2026, 15 days, 1 powerful theme. Minor books, major messages. We're exploring the major messages of the minor prophets. Speakers, the voices you've probably skipped over, but really shouldn't have. Catch it live every single night, starting Saturday, August 1st, running through August 15th, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2 p.m. Central. Brought to you by Chariot TV and Church of Christ TV. Supported by Northland Church of Christ, Columbus, Ohio, and Doorstep Clinic. Head to www.chariottv.com. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
The book of Obadiah. I hope you have learned a lot. Patrick ABC, seeking vengeance or rejoicing about the fall of an enemy is of Edom. When you brace the Ubiaye obey be na when you je umia ahwiase ho no Edom be free and pa. Let us know where you are watching us from. Drop your comment and questions in the comment box. We have learned a lot. Time is far spent, but we are hoping to pick up questions so that we can answer the questions. If you have questions, well, the Bible have answers. Drop comment and questions about the book of Obadiah. Our speaker is still in the house. I've learned a lot. It's 1 chapter, but power packed. And one of the things that has bewildered man, or the nipade bakwa aha nipa dwini yi that's the 3 word J. Bashadrach titi nipa
yo ye nyina yenko ne nkɔhwɛ sɛ dwa bi apie na brabo mu a ɛsan sɛ sabakane ne sɛ dwa ebitima mo wa stand tall but for a season na emom do ye no kwafoɔ na otie nyankopɔn no ɔno no begina hɔ akyɛ mama kae hu sɛ jo dwa ebitima mo ahwe ase ntem.
Yeah,
Joe,
he has dealt extensively with the book.
Joe,
if you read the book, you don't understand. But the problem is that internet no, and then your sound no. it's giving us problem. Myself, I barely can.
Say and then
what
and someone also bakani became when some non perceive it. No perceive it. Entra Geno dos.
Yeah, say bunsam no. Bunsam yeah, your shot said he nipa e dwe. Your shot said he nipa e dwe.
Na jo unse wunya dwe no a dwe no de ukoduru baabi a na afi asisi wo so. Asisi wo so.
Yeah.
No, this is the illustration I put it. I put in say on say nipa nkasa no Nyankopon abo aso mienu ba kutua ha. Eti no o ye bibi ananka nkrofo tuufo kasa kyerɛw aha ne ha nanka awura wasum ba dwe no pagya ukosoro afa de obi abeka bi anamonan ase
na hantan o sa na tie
se dwe no pagya eti de obi aka bi a wonti bio eti wo sensen soro eti de obo wan se ade no se de ugina so no kra ye firi ho ba dwe nti ye ka kyerɛw se ade no ye o onte ugbe wan se wodafo bura na meti proverb as say pride, goes before the fall. Where they are here, say the whole. Such an important message in our time. Very, very important.
Let us from. If there's a comment, you want us to know.
Oh, question. Joe, wait. Wabra ye nyina ye sacha ya adwen no abebio mo pe settings no ni nyina ye form of dwe but a lower third dwe on say we settings now or koje nkrofo car na koje nkrofo taade na wa share na odi krom dwe ni bia because enye dwe de benti na woni car woka koji obi car na ohwa nkrofo a obi de ne car kosi osa horoma me obi de ne car be soma no na ode be kwa ye premium dwe ni bia is a form of dwe na jo most of the time no ode kobo obi car mu no anya asem ode kotwi no anya asem example of dwe but a lower third media
lower third dwe lower third no kre na aka no kre echinye bi ani ho but ma me fa akonya is na men kind of was ye bridge wa ha sase bi se bi wo ho a ye fa ma nya sade a ye be sore so ne ade a ma men kan
example but jo ma men fa tempakani no mra na ye nhwe obi se dan good exhortation and ye fa tempakani mra na jo yankasa se wo question bi na obebusa na obe take over na menye
but shada me I barely can hear you
there also okay Matthias say all right enti yemfa support brana yen wrap it up da I yema money yo
yeah me don't want to say me mai
why are there this is what we envisage. That was the vision that we had when we arranged for this lectureship. Na yehwe then na ewo minor prophet mu a ebe kasa kire enne ye pen so. Until there are two things that we were looking at. We were looking at studying the books and then also bringing out messages that are applicable to our time. And you did exactly that. Say, Obi name what the book of Obadiah is about. What the book is about. And he said it practically. A war at the mind. Now, and occurrence to say, the ekoso in the asitremuno. Exactly what Obadiah spoke about. Nipesi sininia. Metia also ka me mafia and ushe in your studies question me busa on say wana na otiase sa abre na Obadiah tenase no they may have known say ebia the course between Jacob mo and Esau entamu no enie but my question is say womu ye bribi editia idom fuei saa bre no a ana a enu ntia ma wo mo enya tirimuka ene adwombone ma wo mo no mo ye dom ye
there be name ombete se nka yen na sei yen na nanka Nyankopɔn hira isan se
dia
ayeye dia se ye ju fo nkuntabuo mu no abakan ena bibia ya wodia but here they are Onyankopɔn no ni trimupo mu no oma ketua no ba benya nhira no ena deny opani no legitimately no nke twa se ono na nhira no ye ne dia se wo ba na beti sa asem ya obubofu wo ba beti se ye robo nana ene ye dia ye weyie ama weyi wa ben nyame a obubofu enti ewo ha ebe grow na aye ekambi abeto wo mu nyina atirim sesei wohwe Ghana ebi koso asantefo ene bonofo asantefo ene bonofo saa de na ekoso no se ya nhwa nka ho asem a ye nipa ba ko bono ni asante bono kire se omo ebo ni kane omo mu ba kane ena asante eye wo ni wo nyina ya akamfo nipa baako na wo na konti ena wo yes wo be conquest but say no wo social media so a ye emity ni tan koso we fo inisi wo no ahoro no we fo we inisi wo no ahoro no nanso efiri akire do ha eni say asante for se wo mukum eye bonofo hini bi a ne ye fe no doma akusi what I say sa ade we na aye won ya de besi ne ena bonofo so say yensu yukum em say wo so so hini bi asante obri yabo a ohun ti sa ne mo na ekoso no edi ye mu dam ama se yenya we no mu a hwe na nsami na sante yini twam akọ baabi wo kotete no kwem baabi tutu na bo ne ade na ya hwi ya da bino de ni se jesu obejeso se bi ena yeye ye beti se ye nana ena ne se na se nipa mfanyame asem anya adwuma Onyankopɔn asem ka se enkwala no mi no mo hye yefunu mu no tama na Rebecca enyim won no ene wo ka se opani ni besom ketwa no afide ono a story o tese enkwala na kon wo yefunu mu ma me no edi ni ekoso mi yefunu mu yi na chese struggles no omu di free nyame nche na eba eti die se ye bia no e wo divine hand a kitwa so mu gemu edi mu Onyankopɔn na se ekoba se ade ne ye divine hand na ya ade no na wo amanyame pa anya adwuma wo de wo pebe pese wo be correct de asi bia
nese metiase a wo hwe abrabo we ankasa de ntia Onyankopɔn say vengeance is mine and I will repay no and say ye wo niam bi wo honom a wo wonnim de ntia saa de man Onyankopɔn ma ne siye Onyankopɔn ma enti se wo no se wo de ade be hye wo nsam na wa no wo de wo be fa wa to me so no take vengeance. You may be doing something that the Lord will rather go against you, so leave it to him to take vengeance.
Cause isn't se kosi de o kan no anu no isn't se ono tesro no onim bibia yen
yeah
abibia mu no onim bibia yen enti bia na ade na oye no wonu nim de be kwakọ wie ni de enti ofeso oye ne saa na ote ya ko ntokwa isn't se ekuti a wonti isn't se am favor wonti se bi na ye ya wo mo beto sai ye na nanke twase ye on se eso no ampo no ebra na infitiase no na ebre no amu na Jacob arobo no saa no on se ante no wase emma Jacob APC no o di 9,000 mfa nkoma minua no 10,000 mfa nkoma minua no na ono so ba kakra oji ajapade ni nyina wie no still na enye ne yemo a enti de ya etisa na we ukọ Ghana ye wa voter region alabanyo fo no ni nkonyafo omo akon abesi ne didn't think a corning to Mintra. So that said, a beer, will become a dream, said, ye tribal
in the past. Yeah.
Oh, it is honey, man. It was a gun of warrior near money in a trap. Nay, trust any pabacco. Nay, see and tears here, ye will take vengeance when you coupon bebem. Ebiane and a pet, society and insi. Indeed, said okay, you know, be biano in jamo and coupon. It don't follow anti-assessor. One pair say, on be ye be a tria or munianoka. Into the biara, so we have avenues are. Would be a bonny be a trio be the wire was a car. And a cofa sani and yaba. Ne bas apa when you coupon bebem. Is say, be another crony see ya into union yes, I know. You when you coupon pet, God will fight you.
Interesting because adeba ko mi ni ba kasa bi ana omo eka na metibie ene se opese of pa me se nwa me chrew pa busum ediomu obro me chrew se me menye fosa o ka se o pam jimi for me na obechie
me dey ki na abechire no because we say Church of Christ for be so kasa me chrew
na kasa ni na no chere se ye pese ye chere se ye wotumi ye bema nipa na hunu se ye no ye fosa. And I think that that's in line with what happened in the book of Obadiah. Say nipa bedwen say me no me tua wo so ka memo wa bre memo wa feeling me e wo widie mu.
Yeah.
And Onyankopon say when you take that position, he will be the one that you'll be fighting. He will be the one that you have to deal with. This is so interesting. Thank you so much.
Maminka way. One more omutaka saying so ya no me abaifo. Omugo anti o hwe power no wo no a na wo no o catch us me tua o ka de waye me. What I say? Etiniye. Power obeyi ene utumi nyina no enuru Nyankopon de. Enu ntina at the end of the day, obehwe na baifo no nso wu. Obehwe na baifo na wayare. Obehwe na baifo na ono so bibia de aye no. Isan say ayi supreme being no okese no ono no power no supersede wo de no enti say wo de bayi ese wo de batwe obi aso a ono de ne tumi kase de be dan e ba bese wo na wo free bi ase ese you very careful mayen fire ho ntwe ya ho odin bi ye sika ye ni monyam ye nwomesua eni baabi a yekoduro no unu baabi a unrubebia and nessa social media so TikTok ibaye abayo bia the camera sin animu a akutia nyom ko na sede Ghana wo mo abo nyom enye kristosom nyom no enye Christian song no akutia nko a wo artist omo Ghana wo mo nyum nyina ya akutia nko a ensam nkrofo fa etimidi tem afoforo akutia nyom and musicians ni artists omo Ghana omo tumayen etimi mobio mintie bio no womunya omuntu nyame nyum bia
ai yes ye cohort ba sembebre abusako yeah brother that we want to thank you so much for today. We really appreciate the insight, the presentation, and we take full responsibility for the various hitches that happened today, and we hope say Yankopon de Domia dasene aye ochna yebeto aso na yako so ewo digital lectureship. That thank you so much for coming, and we really appreciate your work.
I also have the appreciation for giving me the opportunity to at least speak on this big platform of yours.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A very big platform. Eyama ho say abribiara wo fremene asempaka fo bebre e baso ne ye den ye kasa nyame nhyiramo na ontrem wo ahye mo. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I know why God brought you here. I know now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That is why I want to talk to my son. Jonathan, who you are from? Why?
Jonathan, you say your package be bound, and so package biara ebeba me hunu mu no. You be blessed. You be done you do. That was Opeyini Paul or Paul era or the book of Obadiah and the Abrayano. Now it is just interesting. It is getting nicer, exciting, and it's just deep and deep and deep. That is what is going on. There are comments coming through. Let me read up before we wrap up today. He says he should continue tomorrow. God willing. No. Share. Ochina be bonsam pese ode yaka satam no na obi busar obi say internet no is not helping. Yes, but when me ayetwom ko nti we kra yen kan bio yen ko de no achi no yenya no New Testament munti de ka obi say God bless you too, preacher. God bless you for coming. Obi say we thank God for the lessons. God bless you, brother Upon. Obi say please thanks preachers. Obi say asem no mu da ho pa asem no de wa papa ebu emu da ho obia oye bone atia no no kaade ba kope say so Nyankopon ahyira na wonya aware of it na de onyame ahyira no so yemu ne dua obo emfa so ati say nti nam say Nyankopon wo hyira obi a obo ne dua emfa ne nti no say ujai na ade mo Onyankopɔn na Onyankopɔn na so wo hyira pa na no ayi nhyira na firo eti yese de nyame ahyira no no yemu ne dua na memeka ho eti se wabo me dua kodane cause emfa da obi anim se emfa Jonathan tie onim se emfa na woso abebu me dua bia no wachi gu ho eti no yesi bibia ba your friend wachi gu ho is it a watching live good day brethren, good work. That was Michael Udin Ubon saying Makita and I said Makita yo Mike, thank you so much for watching. This is Chariot TV. Jonathan is in the house as we wrap up for today. Yo, Nyankopon ya aduma ochina digital lectureship edena ekoso na ochina Eric Owens another they say the speakers in say na me no se wo baso a adana wo baso no ye nyame no say ne ye hoho say ya uwie ya na ya flash through the drain na fe ye kobo the urban abaso it is say we say no we Jonathan won kwa na yenye sade no bi ma Friday emfa into
yeah, some say boys na chigo.
Boys, yes, ade ba ko kai a you say ye hye no so ne say yes say no asem si a na boys atwe phone okutwa sebe ye nipa nim begu ase sebe ya ono no obenya followers ni viewers eti amanfo nsensem lumba aye ne hwan aye apotro ko Joseph aye amanfo mani abre ho mo twen yes bibi the legal wife ne de ben wife ne de ni nyina se nkrofo obenya followers edi ono na chi na wasay abusua tete abusua mu na they don't care about the consequences that people are facing when these things happen to them. Okay, Paul upon say what it now kako menana also to pako to neko why to neko
yeah
enti wo de munya de moye no
so
mweshia de obechi matana se obi anka se puduo ehye na wansa kira no Onyankopon magya tomu a
ye de ba be dinijo
ye betna ho dinijo papa
na me fa dum ya ye be the book of Jonah, the book of Jonah. And his speaker is Jonah. Obabe cancel. Nti bita same time going tomorrow.
Yes sir.
Yeah, bita's going same time going tomorrow na. You see there on that the first so many bre. But with all the technical hitches, you know, they stayed.
The line people were still staying. Oh wow.
Yes, they were.
Actually, me say senka enye we na yes ah can they be hit 50 no.
Yeah, kebe hit 50 plus nanka abwa.
Propose stay.
So I'm for free and the digital lectureship no more. They also send so say would be a dre for and I a dre that Shannon so say what cheap equal. Yabishia, Macra Crudia.